Welcome to US dollar Japanese yen on the 6th of August 2013. We've got a chart in front of us. We can see a nice descending trend line coming down here and an inner trend line here. We've had a break of that inner trend line in an upward direction after a nice head and shoulders. We're currently retracing back up again, and you can see that we've hit the 38.2 Fibo here, which is this Fibo grid coming down here. So going on to the shorter time frames, on the weekly you can see that a little bit more clearly. We've got a head and shoulders here, nice break. We broke through the 200 MA. All our MAs are in a nice upward alignment, and we've put in a Fibo on this bit here. So we've got what could well be our wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, and coming into wave 4 here, which gives us A, B, and potentially a C wave down here. Now we're going to go into the lower time frames on this bit here. Looking at this wave here, we came and we hit our 38.2 almost, and it's currently hitting the 23.6 on the Fibo. On the daily, we can see that we have got some nice inner trend lines and an outer trend line showing us the upper movement here. This is potentially coming in to form a head and shoulders, but what we're interested in is actually what's happening a little bit closer in here. On the 4 hour, we have these two purple lines. Let me just zoom out so you can see them. These two purple lines which are forming a channel. We had our channel hit here once, down here, a second hit up here, and a third down here. So this is the channel we're actually interested in. This light turquoise line here is giving us a head and shoulders pattern here, which has been crossed to the downside and has had a retest up here. Now that retest comes along and hits this line, which has got 3 points of contact, and actually forms a fourth point of contact at the same place as it hits the turquoise trend line there. So all in all, we've got quite a big area of resistance here based on that. We've got the channel which the price is currently in, and you can see it's trying to go through it here at the moment. So once again, if we go down a little bit more, so we've just zoomed in at this point, if we go down a little bit more into the 1 hour, we can see we've had an inverse head and shoulders here. So left shoulder, head, right shoulder. It's come up and failed, giving us another, albeit very asymmetrical head and shoulders here, with the left shoulder being here, the head here, and the right shoulder here. We've come down, retested, and come down. Now what we're interested in is the slightly bigger retest that's going on here. So we're looking at this head and shoulders here with this retest. Now this retest becomes valid once the low has been passed here, and you can see at this low point here we actually have a stop loss zone. So what we're looking for is this price to come down, push through this purple line here, push through this pink head and shoulders line, and hit the stop loss zone. We're then looking for a smaller signal, maybe on a 15-minute scale or so, to maybe show us that this is pushing further down. What we're then at that point looking for is for the price to come in and hit this larger pink head and shoulders line, which is from this inverse head and shoulders here. So that would be our first point of weakness. So we could look for a little bit of a retrace here. But what we're looking at is the price, let me just fill it in there, to come in that direction there. So we just put in a line there. That's what we're anticipating, a price coming down here. Now we might see it break this head and shoulders, come there, retest it, and come back down again. So our ideal place to take this trade would be once it's come down, pushed through this little stop loss zone here, potentially done a retest, and that retest would be where we're looking for all our signals to get our trade to the further point down again. That means that we're trading inside, above a lower low, so we'd actually be trading up here with our first take profit here, and then we'd have our second trade coming down through all of these lines here, potentially hitting this head and shoulders line here. That's it for now. We'll give you any further updates as we have them.